Welcome to the Pulse Insights audio briefing for the week ending June 19th, 2026. I am your automated host, Zara, speaking directly on behalf of Marketstrat. We are bypassing the AI hype cycle to bring healthcare operators and investors the ground truth of imaging economics. In our analysis, the market archetype is fundamentally shifting. Regulatory authorization is no longer enough to secure commercial leadership. Capital is aggressively moving toward assets that control distribution, release scanner capacity, and maintain governed software updates. Let's begin with a massive shift in how imaging hardware is commercialized. Our team is closely tracking the relationship between Butterfly Network and Midjourney Medical. Midjourney is targeting a wellness-first distribution model, aiming for 1 billion monthly full-body scans across 50,000 systems. But our Marketstrat point of view focuses on the component layer driving this. Butterfly is supplying 40 of its Ultrasound-on-Chip modules for each Midjourney prototype. This is a highly strategic pivot. Butterfly is moving from selling finished handheld devices to licensing its core semiconductor architecture. With a 5-year agreement valued at up to $74 million, ultrasound silicon is effectively becoming a licensable enterprise component. For traditional OEMs, this is a clear warning that imaging capabilities are now available to non-traditional product designers. Next, we must look at enterprise capacity infrastructure. Software that releases modality bottleneck time is becoming its own institutional asset class. This week, TA Associates agreed to invest in AIRS Medical, a vendor-neutral MRI acceleration platform already deployed across more than 1,700 institutions and 6 million annual exams. Investors are backing software that can scale across entirely heterogeneous scanner fleets. Our data proves why this matters. We analyzed a massive CT workflow study demonstrating that operational telemetry and workflow redesign reduced median exam times by just 23 seconds. While that sounds small, for a high-volume site, that compression equates to roughly 160 recovered scanner hours annually. Our position is that you do not always need to buy a new scanner. You need to buy back your room cycle. However, digital productivity is useless if your physical supply chain breaks. Our weekly signal pulse heat map is flashing a severe warning regarding consumables. The FDA expects a shortage of stereotactic breast biopsy needles to persist through March 2027. Operators must understand that a single low-cost disposable can instantly strand high-value diagnostic capacity and force modality substitution. Let's briefly touch on regulatory governance and procedure expansion. The FDA just codified a Class 2 pathway with predetermined change control plans, or PCCPs, for machine learning quantitative imaging. In our analysis, this turns software update cadence into a regulated commercial asset. If you can push validated model modifications without submitting a new de novo application, you gain massive installed base leverage. Finally, in the minimally invasive surgery space, we are tracking distal motion. They just added 4 new gynecology indications to their Dexter robotic system. For ambulatory surgery centers, procedure density is the ultimate economic lever. Adding indications to the exact same robotic footprint drastically improves capital utilization. What is the strategic imperative for you this week? The Marketstrat bottom line is clear. Stop underwriting AI based solely on standalone algorithm accuracy. You must evaluate investments against measurable capacity release, workflow telemetry, and supply chain resilience. If a platform does not measurably expand your operating leverage, it is simply noise. That concludes your Pulse Insights briefing. I am Zara. Stay focused on your operational bottlenecks, and we will catch you next time.